First, I want to thank all of you who have taken a little part out of your day to be on this call. I think it's truly a testament to you as a student athlete and, more importantly, as a captain. I also just want to take a quick second to tell you a little bit about the New York State Public High School Athletic Association. New York State Public High School Athletic Association is your association. It was created to provide positive experiences for athletes. My name is Jaden, and I'm the Special Programs Coordinator at New York State Public High School Athletic Association. I'm in charge of formulating programming to empower, encourage, support, and recognize you, the student athletes. The Captains Club is a small way for your association to reach out to you. So welcome to the first ever New York State Public High School Athletic Association's Captains Club. When this idea for Captains Club came about, it got me thinking, why do these student athletes care what I have to say? So I thought it'd help if I tell you just a little bit about myself. I've been involved in athletics all of my life. I played volleyball, basketball, and softball in middle school, then decided to focus on basketball in high school, which led me to play college basketball at Hobart William Smith College, where my team went to 3 NCAA tournaments, 2 of which were Sweet 16 appearances. After that, I coached college basketball for 4 years, which was an absolute blast. Then I became the Director of Student Athlete Support at Mercer University, where I worked with Division I student athletes. For those basketball fans out there, they're the team that beat Duke a few years back in the NCAA tournament. It was awesome. But back to the point. The one thing all of my roles had in common was leadership. So what does being a captain really mean? Believe me when I tell you, being a student athlete, and especially a captain, is a privilege. Although you may not realize it, many people look up to you, whether it be teammates, student athletes on other teams, other students in school, teachers, parents, siblings, people in your community. It's not until I got older that it really hit me. What I did mattered. Being an athlete matters. Being a student matters. Being a teammate matters. Now, being a leader sometimes comes as an innate trait. Other times, your coach or team sees leadership ability in you and names you a captain. But most of the time, being a leader is a choice, even if you don't initially see it. All of you who chose to be on this call today, that is you showing leadership. Being willing to listen to me, someone you don't know's thoughts and opinions, is a testament to you as a captain. Just by the small act of being on this phone call, you are, in one way or another, making yourself and the people around you better. Now let's think about this. You're a captain. What does it mean? I think it means being a leader in every aspect of your life. At home, school, practice, games. You may not even realize it. As a student athlete, and especially a captain, you're representing your team, your school, your family at all times, not only when you put that uniform on. When I taught Division I student athletes, I used to talk to them about the domino effect. If you or a teammate does something well, something nice, then you're probably going to hear about it, and it will reflect on the rest of your team. One time, a professor came up to me and said, "Kristen, basketball team's wonderful. They show up to class on time, they pay attention, they're so respectful." I checked the roster when I got back to my office, and only 2 basketball players were in our class. Now, on the other hand, when you or a teammate does something not so good, then that also reflects poorly on your team. For example, a football player falls asleep in class, it turns into, "That football team's so lazy." And we know that's not true. So as a captain or as a leader, try to be cognizant of that at all times. Just remember, being a student athlete means you're seen in the public eye more than the average student. And as a captain, it begins with you to portray that positive image. Honestly, it takes guts to be a leader, to stand above the crowd, to be different. You have the prominence to overcome social boundaries and be a positive influence in your community. You could do something as simple as going to sit with someone at lunch you don't normally sit with, or go to a different school activity that has nothing to do with athletics. Doing something like that takes guts. Being a captain takes guts. You may be thinking, why is she telling me all this? If you remember anything from this short phone call, my hope is that you remembered this. Being a captain truly means something. It means your teammates not only respect you, they trust you, and so do your coaches. The message you send verbally or by example means something. Those individuals look to you for support and guidance. So as a captain, remember, what you do matters. How you act in class matters. Listening to your parents matters. How hard you work in practice matters. How do you respond to your coach matters. Being a captain isn't just a title. It's truly something special. Being a captain matters. You matter. What it boils down to is the fact that leadership isn't easy. Sometimes it's not fun. Sometimes it can be lonely. But being a leader is something to pride yourself on. Because guess what? Not everyone can do it. As a captain, you're going to face many challenges. You have to look at it like your chance to overcome adversity. I'll give you a personal example. I tore my ACL my junior year of high school. I was supposed to be the starting small forward that year. Unfortunately, I was out the entire season, and I watched a freshman take my spot. Initially, I obviously wasn't happy, even a little depressed, because I worked so hard to get to that point. But I put my feelings aside because I was still a leader on that team, and they needed me. So instead of focusing on the negative, I focused on the things I could control, like my rehab. I made it my mission to be one of the quickest to recover from ACL surgery. I was also still super vocal on the sideline. I'd stand up and clap at every good play. I encouraged the people on the floor with positive cheering and feedback. I even made it a point to stand up literally every time someone came out of a game and give them a high five. I studied the plays so I could help my teammates if need be. But one of the things I'm most proud of is how I helped the freshman that quote-unquote took my spot. I spent extra time outside of practice helping her learn the plays, even taught her some new moves, and cheered her on every step of the way. That girl ended up being the leading scorer in the history of my high school and still is. She's also one of my very best friends. She actually came to the same college as me, and we played 2 more awesome years together. So, you know, from the time I was a kid, that success in life comes from looking out for other people and not just yourself. As captains, you never know how a small act may impact someone's life. Yes, my junior year of high school was one of the most difficult times in my life, but in the end, putting the team before yourself, all the while trying to work the hardest you can for you, will be worth it. I know a lot of you are probably headed to practice right now, so try to use this call as motivation to lead in the best way possible today. If you're not in season, you can still lead by maybe sending your teammates a quick text, let them know that you're thinking about them, maybe even encourage them to meet up, work out, or even just hang out. When people are successful in life, it's because they face situations and circumstances head on, with time and hard work. Being a captain is hard work. The success I know you're all working for doesn't require a lot of brains, talent, or luck. Success requires showing up every day, taking the right actions, and being a good person. I'd like to end with a quote I actually found on Pinterest the other day. Great leaders don't set out to be a leader. They set out to make a difference. So go make a difference by being the best captain you know how to be today. Thank you all for listening. It's really a testament to you as a captain to be on this phone call, and I really appreciate it. Just a reminder to check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at NYSPHSAA. Look out for Motivation Monday. Every Monday I post a motivational quote to try to inspire all student athletes to keep working hard, which I know you are, but sometimes you just need that little extra boost to start your week off right. Also, I'd love it if you all would email me. What does being a captain mean to you? Shoot me a quick email. Your athletic director probably has it. If not, I'll give it to you now. It's kjadin, Jadin, at NYSPHSAA.org. I'll share some of your answers at our next Captains Club. I also welcome any feedback or ideas that you have for Captains Club sessions. So hopefully you'll all come back and join us for the next New York State Public High School Athletic Association's Captains Club. The next one's on Tuesday, February 9th at 3 p.m. Now until next time, just remember that being a captain matters, and you matter. Thanks, and have an awesome day.